Hey, this is Geno Reynolds from The Real Opinion, here with three guys that are involved in a project called Lantern City. The guy in the middle you'll recognize as the man that played Tron himself, Bruce Boxleitner. How you doing, man?
Very good, very good. Greetings, program.
We're also here with Trevor Crafts and Matthew Daley. Now, Lantern City is a fairly new project. Do you guys want to tell me a little bit about what it is about?
Sure, I'll take that one. Lantern City is a new steampunk television show that's in development. It's an epic series like a Game of Thrones or a Boardwalk Empire, and really it focuses on sort of the core idea of how far would you be willing to go with the person, to be with the person you love the most. So not just how far would you travel by plane or train, but would you be willing to just throw away everything you thought of reality and religion and politics and just to be with that person for another minute.
How did this idea come about?
It was an idea that I had originally, and Bruce and I were working. I was executive producing a pilot called Smokewood, Nevada, and Bruce I'd cast Bruce in the role as Johnny Morgan, the old cattle baron.
Yes.
Grizzly.
Not emphasize old too much, but I was the cattle baron.
Nobody knew who you were, and that was we thought that was great.
Anyway, he approached me on this thing because I think I had, I know you were a big Babylon 5 fan.
Yeah.
And this kind of has that. I'm telling everybody it's the next Babylon 5, if not better than that. But
well, also I think one of the things that I knew was I was looking for a partner, somebody that knew about building a world in television, and Bruce is not only a great actor, but also a great writer with Frontier Earth and the other novels that he's written, and so he was a partner that I knew I could bring in, and then that's when we brought Matt Daley in. Matt and I wrote a piece together that won an Emmy back in 2009 on the 1921 Tulsa, Oklahoma race riots, so we brought Matt in, and he took what was in our head and really built it out to much, much bigger than we ever had expected.
Do you guys, are you still shopping it around, or do you have a network already involved? Are there going to be movies attached? What's the way you guys are going to release this?
It's a TV series, and we are shopping yet, but we've got some likely prospects, right?
Yes, very likely.
Very, very close. We're very proud of that and happy and excited. And this is going to be a unique project, I think. We're going to the fan base first. We're kind of doing everything in a kind of, not backwards way, but a different way. Because I think inspired by what I see here at these conventions, at San Diego Comic-Con, where Hollywood trots out everybody now, they discovered this little comic book convention. And we're kind of doing it in a very similar way, Trevor. Yeah. I mean, we're kind of going to our core audience and saying, look, this is what we've got. This is what we're building. This is what we're making. We need your input. We need your, if you want it, if you're interested in it. Plus, it's steampunk is a community that Trevor can tell you much more about, but, we're incorporating them into it too, the fans. Why don't you take it from there?
No, it's just building the fan base first is obviously in this new age of platinum television. It's about social media. It's about Twitter. It's about followings. Just Nielsen ratings don't count anymore. And the world that Matt has built for us, I think, is one that's really has so many different layers and developed characters. You just talk about that first.
Well, even just the idea about, is it only going to be a TV show? I think we've done a really good job of building it out so it can be more. Yeah. It's so rare where anything is just one thing anymore. And we've got so many great blueprints that came before us, the Star Treks and the Star Warses of the world, where you can have movies and you can have games and you can have role-playing and you can have books and everything. And we were really conscious of that from the start in order to hit so many different fan bases and bring in more people. It's like, oh, I love this game. Oh, it's attached to this show kind of thing. So. Mm-hmm.
Do you guys have any actors attached as of right now?
Yes, we do.
We do, actually, yeah. We have John Rhys Davies from Gimli and also Indiana Jones. Gigi Edley, who was in Farscape, has agreed to join us. One of your friends.
Mira Furlan, who played my lover in Babylon 5.
Wife in Babylon 5, and she'll be at our panel tonight as well at 6:30 this evening. So,
Tony Amendola?
Yeah, Tony Amendola, who's in Stargate, Once Upon a Time, and Raphael Sabarge as well, also on Once Upon a Time. He was in Independence Day and Weird Science, all sorts of great ones.
It's a thing where these actors really kind of approached us. On the approach, they were very excited about it. It's a very different way than it's normally done in Hollywood. Agents submit people for roles that they see that are coming up. Then it's either the producers want to accept that or try them out or whatever it is. We actually had interest of them coming to
Yeah,
us.
the actors really pulled
And
us in.
Talk of John.
Oh, I
he
mean,
was a
John,
prime example.
when we sent John, John had approached us at a convention and was interested in the idea, and we had a great role for him as Desmond Wilhorn, who's the leader of the Gray Council, the sort of governing body of Lantern City, and we sent him the pilot, and he said, in a very lovely, long email, said it was the greatest science fiction pilot he had read in 20 years. And so we have very high hopes that we'll be able to bring all that to the fans.
Where can people go to get more information about Lantern City?
Best place to go is lanterncitytv.com, where you can find out all the information about the show. And I think really to support it, the best thing that fans can do right now is follow us on Facebook, like us on Twitter. You know, really that's what networks are looking at now as such a core demographic base. They want to see that. And the more fans we have, the easier and smoother the process is going to be when we actually start production.
Now, Bruce, since I have you here, I have to ask one Tron question. Is there any...
Some guy looked like
The sequel, I think he was in the sequel.
Is there any news on Tron III?
As far as I know, it was on IMDb. Joe Kosinski said that, you know, the third one is in the works. The script is being hammered out. They've got a second draft. He came out and said it. I saw him at in Anaheim about 3 weeks ago at this WonderCon. His movie with Tom Cruise is #1 at the box office, or at least was when it opened. And he's scheduled to do the third Tron. So, yeah, I would say it seems pretty good, yeah.
That's very good news. Guys, thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.
I'm really looking forward to Lantern City. It sounds really cool, and I'm looking forward to seeing more from you guys. Thank you.
Appreciate it.
This has been Geno Reynolds from The Real Opinion. Until next time.